The title we have here, The Treasure Within. What is the meaning of treasure within? Treasure means the capabilities, the potential that we all have inside. Students, no one else can motivate you. You can motivate yourself. If you really would like to do something in life, you would do. Even sometimes it happens that we used to get inspiration from our parents, from the any idle person. When we are watching to other people, we can get inspiration from those person, but at the end of the day, the achievement you will get in life when you would make yourself ready to inspire, that time you will get the success. You would be inspired when you really want everything direly. You would be successful in life, surely. But that motivation, that inspiration will come from inside. You all have that potential. We all have gifts that we all have got from God. We all have our different kind of potential. A sketcher, a painter can paint very well, a singer can sing very well, but we cannot compare here the capabilities of a singer and of a painter. A painter cannot sing very well and a singer cannot paint very well. But God has given us our own capabilities and our own potential. We just have to identify, we just have to recognize. We have an inspirational story based on the life of Hafiz Contractor and how he described his feeling, his childhood, his school life. It's really so interesting to read. So come on, let's start reading of our today's chapter. Hafiz Contractor. He was born in 1950. He did his graduate diploma in architecture from Mumbai in 1975 and completed his graduation from Columbia University, New York, USA, on a Tata scholarship. Hafiz Contractor commenced his career with T. Khareghat as an apprentice architect, and in 1977 he became the associate partner in the same firm. Between 1977 and 1980, Hafiz was a visiting faculty at the Academy of Architecture, Mumbai. He is a member of the Bombay Heritage Committee and New Delhi Lutyens Bungalow Zone Review Committee. His practice had modest beginnings in 1982 with a staff of two, and today the firm has over 350 employees, including senior associates, architects, interior designers, draftsmen, a civil engineering team, and architectural support staff. The firm has conceptualized, designed, and executed a wide range of architectural projects like bungalows, residential developments, hospitals, hotels, corporate offices, banking, and financial institutes, commercial complexes, shopping malls, educational institutions, recreational and sports facilities, townships, airports, railway stations, urban planning, and civic redevelopment projects. See how successful he is nowadays. Hafiz Contractor, the boy who used to afraid of maths, who used to ignore his school life, who was not very good in studies but was very perfect in sports. So, students, here we have an interesting story based on a person, a real person named Hafiz Contractor. The chapter we have here, The Treasure Within, is a lesson based on a conversation between Miss Bella, who is the editor of a newsletter named Spersh, and Mr. Hafiz, who is one of India's leading architects. Hafiz in his childhood was not at all at good in academics. He hardly passed his exams by cheating the answers from other students. But he was very good at sketching. His mind was full of revolutionary ideas. He looked at his clients' clothing and other outlooks. It helped him in learning about his habits. and taste. At present, he is member of Bombay Heritage Committee and New Delhi Lutyens Bungo Zone Review Committee. First of all, let's start reading of this chapter. When we will, afterward, we will discuss the whole chapter. Every child is a potential achiever and is different from other children in her, his style of learning and area of interest. Read the interview that follows. It is based on a conversation between Miss Bella Raja, editor of Sparsh, a newsletter from the Resource Center, the Valley School, Bangalore, and Mr. Hafiz Contractor, one of India's leading architects. Hafiz Contractor was an unhappy schoolboy. He loved doing things but detested mechanical learning. Mathematics gave him shivers. What his principal once said to him influenced him deeply. Here HC means Hafiz Contractor and BR means Bella Raja. So Hafiz Contractor said, I used to have this terrible nightmare. Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seems to have disappeared. Then Bella Raja said, what nightmare are you talking about and why do you think it has disappeared now? So basically, it was a question from Hafiz Contractor. Hafiz Contractor, he replied, I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a maths examination where I did not know anything. Now, the psych must have gotten over it. I don't have to think about education, and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares. Bella Raja, tell us something about your earliest memories in school. Hafiz Contractor. In the first and second year, I was a good student. After I reached the third standard, I simply lost interest and I never studied. I used to be interested in games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others. I would copy in class during exam times. I would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and study it as I couldn't remember things that had been taught to me in the class. However, later one sentence spoken to me by my principal changed my life. When I approached my 11th standard, the principal called me and said, look here, son, I have been seeing you from day one. You are a good student, but you never studied. I have taken care of you till today, and now I can no longer take care of you, so you do it yourself. He talked to me for 5 minutes. You don't have your father. Your mother has worked so hard to bring you up and paid all your fees all these years, but you have only played games. Now you should rise to the occasion and said, study. I used to be a very good sportsman. I had been the senior champion for so many years, and I also was the cricket captain. I used to play every game, but that year I did not step out onto the field. I would go for prayers, and all I would do was eat and study. I normally used to copy and pass, but I realized that once I was in SSC, I couldn't do that. When I got a second class 50% in my SSC, my principal said, son, consider yourself as having got a distinction. This is my memory of my school days. I did lots of other things. See, as far as my things are concerned, I can't remember. I forget things very easily. To remember, I have to see things as I photograph. I read a book and I can remember the matter as a photograph, but not through my mind. That is how it works. Bella Raja, when you were in school and you were doing badly, did the teachers pull you up and how did you feel? Hafiz, I never felt anything on being pulled up. I used to be so interested in playing, I would receive a caning every week. Bella, when you knew that you had incurred the wrath of your teacher by not doing your homework or by behaving badly, when you knew you would get a caning, what was the state of your mind? Hafiz, state of mind, just lift up the hand, they would cane you and it would hurt badly and then I would have to forget about it. Because I would want to go and play. Bella, you never felt insecure or threatened? Hafiz, I was just interested in playing and nothing else. I was most interested in funny pranks. One day I didn't want to study, so I created a distraction. For one whole hour, we played chore police. Every Saturday, we were allowed to go into town to see a movie. So, what I would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40 to 50 students and run and buy the tickets. On my way back, I would eat to my heart's content. I used to be the leader of a gang. We would have gang fights and plan strategies. These things used to interest me more than any academics. Students used to book my textbooks for the following year because they were almost brand new. I probably opened them one day before exam. So, students in this chapter, Bela Raja, Miss, she has asked so many questions from Hafiz related to his childhood, his school memories, school days, and Hafiz gave all the answers heartily. Hafiz contractor said, I used to have this terrible nightmare only now over the last 4 to 5 years. It seems to have disappeared. So here he was talking about one nightmare he used to have all his lifetime. Then Bella asked what kind of nightmare he used to have. Bella asked, what nightmare are you talking about and why do you think it has disappeared now? So, why you are not able to watch or why you are not able to get those nightmares nowadays? So, what is the meaning of first of all nightmare? Nightmare means haunting fear or you can say frightening dreams. Hafiz said, I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a maths examination. Hafiz used to fear from the subject maths and got he every day he was dreaming in his dreams about that he is there in maths examination and he did not know anything. He's not able to give any answer of any questions, any answers. Now the psych must have gotten over it. So he's saying maybe my mentality, my mind is now have cured itself and now these dreams are vanished from my mind. I'm not getting all these nightmares now. I don't have to think about education and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares. So now I'm a busy person. I'm a renowned architect. I have a lot of work to do. So maybe this academic fear, this school life, school memory is just faded away now. So I'm not having nowadays the fear related to math subject that I'm there in the maths class and I'm doing a test and I'm not able to attempt any question. Bella asked from Hafiz that tell us something about your earliest memories in childhood. Then Hafiz said, in the first and second year, I was a good student. After I reached the third standard, I simply lost interest and never studied. He said he was very good in study when he was in the first standard, first class, and then second. And when the time of third standard came, he said he used to do prank on other people, other students. He copied the answer sheet from the other students. He never prepared about the exams or he never studied at his school time afterwards. So he described that as a student he was interested in games and playing jokes on others. He was a very good sportsman. He was the senior champion for many years and he was also the captain of his school cricket team. And he also told about one incident that how just by the wordings of the principal, just by teachings of the principal, his whole life changed. He said, when I approached my 11th standard, my principal called me once and said, look here, son, I have been seeing you from the day one. You are a good student, but you never studied. I have taken care of you till now, and I can no longer take care of you. So you do it yourself. So contractor passed his examination only by copying. However, when he approached his 11th class, his principal called him and said that son, I have watched you your whole life since today. You are a really brilliant student, and in your school life, I have taken care of you well. But now you have to manage yourself. You have to take care of yourself. So principal talked to him for 5 minutes and he exhorted contractor to rise to the occasion and do study, do work hard in life. The principal told to Hafiz that you are a very good sportsman, you are a very good boy, and you don't have your father, and your mother is, however, surviving somehow, and she raised you, she is filling all your fees. So it's your duty to take care of her now, and you should now rise to the occasion and you should now study hard to be successful in life. Hafiz told that he was a very good sportsman. He was having very much interest in sports and he used to be the captain of cricket team and he used to play all the games, but that year, that was a final year of his school, he did not step out into the field and he worked hard to get good marks in academics. He said I would go for prayers and all I would do was eat and study, nothing much. I normally used to copy and pass, but I realized that once I was in SSC, I could not do that. So that year he tried a lot to pass by his own hard work. When I got a second class, 50%. So after doing a lot and more hard work that whole year, he got 50% finally, second class. So his teacher, his principal called him and the principal described him that son, consider yourself as having got a distinction because never in your life you have studied or never you have in your life whole life you without copying you have passed your exam. This time without copying, just by your own pure hard work you have secured 50% of marks. So it should be like you just like you have got the distinction. So I did lots of other things. See, as far as my things are concerned, I can't remember. So I forget things very easily. To remember, I have to see things as a photograph. I read book and I can remember the matter as I photograph, but not through my mind. That is how it works. He used to do the things, the work in which he was having concern, in which he was having interest, and he said I don't have very good memory. I am just recalling or throwing, I can throw back my memory by using or by looking at the photographs taken by a particular on a particular moment. So he said later, Bella asked from him that when you were in school you were doing badly. Did the teachers pull you up and how did you feel? So she asked that if you were a naughty student of your school, if you were the member of a gang, you were leader of the gang. So were teacher behaving badly with you? Were teacher rebuking you or scolding you at that time? Then Hafiz told that I never felt anything of being pulled up. I used to be so interested in playing, I would receive a caning and every week. So it was a user task for him to get the punishment from the teacher. The punishment at school, the contractor was being interviewed by Miss Bella Raja. So she asked him if he was punished at school. So it was an obvious thing. And contractor replied that the teachers pulled him up regularly. It was like a regular task for him. So he would receive a caning every week. However, he never felt anything on that account. He said he was more interested in playing. He was not paying much attention towards the punishment, towards the rebuke, or towards the caning. Later, Bella asked, when you knew that you had incurred the wrath of your teacher by not doing your homework and behaving badly, when you knew you would get a caning, or what was the state of your mind? What kind of feeling you were getting at that moment when teacher was scolding you, teacher were rebuking you or beating you? So she asked, were you feeling bad at that moment when your teacher used to rebuke you? So he said, state of mind, just lift up the hand and they would cane you. It would hurt badly, and then I would have to forget about it because I would want to go and play. So he just described that he was not having any kind of hard feeling with the teachers. He used his soul mind was totally absorbed or interested in playing and playing. So it was a regular task, it was a usual task for him to get the caning or get the punishment from the teacher, but at the just after getting the punishment or the caning from the teacher, he just moved towards to play. Bella asked, you never felt insecure or threatened? Then he said, I was just interested in playing and nothing else. I was most interested in funny pranks. So one day I did not want to study, so I created a distraction for the whole class. And what was the distraction? He said it was the chore police. Because the speaker, Mr. Hafiz, he was not interested, his mood was not there, and that day his mood was not ready to do the study. So he created a kind of distraction for the whole class, and he started playing with his friends chore police. So he said every Saturday we were allowed to go into the town to see a movie. So what he was doing, he said, I would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40 to 50 students and run and buy the tickets. So it was his task, so on every Saturday, to collect money from 40 to 50 students, a small amount of money from each one, and then he used to go to watch the movie every Saturday. And on my way back, I would eat to my heart's content. Heart's content means to the fullest, eat as much as he wanted to. I used to be the leader of a gang, and we would have gang fights and plan strategies. These things used to interest me more than any academics. So he said he was a sports freak. He was just interested in playing, nothing else. And he was the leader of the gang also. And he would have gang fights, plan strategies to do more and more fights with others. And these things interested him more than the books. So one day he did not want to study. So he created a distraction for the whole class. And the distraction was to play chore police. And what other students used to do, they used to book my textbooks for the following year, because I was not paying attention towards the book. It was not my interest. It was every year. So my books were usually borrowed by the other students to do the study. So I probably opened them one day before exam. So I was just to show to my mother, or to just to show my just to show myself, I was always opening my book just before one day before the exam. So every time, every year, my books were always brand new. So he said his textbooks were in much demand for sale, as he rarely opens his books until exams. So students, here our first part of the chapter, The Treasure Within, is completed. Second part we will discuss later in our next video. So till then, take care of yourself. Complete your copies, as I have shared the solved PDF of all the question answers. And after completion of every chapter, now we would like to start mock test every week, so that you can do the revision by yourself. So learn all the question answers after completing your copies. Thanks.